Hello and welcome back to the weekly wind-up with me, Helen Ashcroft, and my guest today, Sabrina Hussain. It's been revealed that plans to build a new hospital on the Acre Mills site in Lindley will actually not include an A&E department. Before we actually speak to Sabrina, our reporter Kyle Warwick went along to a meeting to decide whether to take the proposals to public consultation.
Health chiefs have been meeting today to discuss if plans to close Huddersfield A&E and potentially demolish the site are ready to go to public consultation. Under the proposals, life-threatening cases will be treated at Calderdale Royal Hospital, Halifax, while a newly built Huddersfield Royal Infirmary will tackle less serious cases. Today's meeting is not to decide if the shake-up will happen, but to see if plans are ready to be revealed to the public for feedback. Arriving at Briar Court Hotel, members of the NHS and CCG group were met by many protesters. We spoke to some of them to find out what they felt about plans to close Huddersfield A&E.
I've just spoken to somebody who's on the clinical commissioning group. It came out to deliver the unpopular message to people who want to get into that meeting. There's not enough public space. We've underestimated the number of people who would turn up. I said, you've underestimated, do you not realise, how angry people are about what's going on? It'll be an absolute disaster. I mean, the NUS have organised a protest over here. They're saying how many links they've already got with the hospital, how the health security of young people, a student standing out here said to the man from the CCG, in your 262-page report, you haven't mentioned students, not once.
I'm George Gill, I'm the Vice President of Communication and Engagement from Huddersfield Students' Union. Well, I think a lot of people don't realise the implications that has on safety for students, and overall a lot of people coming from different places around the country, even international students coming in, they want to feel safe in Huddersfield. They want to know that there's a working A&E department not that far away, not 20, 30 miles away. And I can add to people out playing sports for sports teams and societies doing activities. We regularly get people that come in every 2 weeks, they're going to A&E. What's going to happen to them if they're out playing in a match in Huddersfield and obviously they've got to travel 20, 30 miles away? We've also got loads of science, human health sciences and applied sciences students that have a lot of placements that they do at A&E departments. So if they cut this, there'll obviously be hundreds of students that will be losing their placements as well, which affects their course and affects their grade. I would say stop what you're doing basically. Stop cutting the things that are more important. There are more important things than financial implications sometimes, and patient safety should be number one in this situation.
I'm Ellie MacDonald. I've got my own company here in Huddersfield, so I actually offered my expertise to help promote the campaign, and I quickly became an admin of the Facebook group, which has now got 40,000 members involved. We've got more than 20,000 signatures already for the petition, and I think it's fantastic to see the support here, that we've got so many people. We're coming together, and we're going to make sure that we fight this as much as we can, because it's so important to save our A&E. We're a massive town, we're a huge university town, we've got so many students who are obviously here rallying. We need to have our own A&E, there's no two ways about it. Trying to travel to Halifax is just not realistic in an accident or an emergency. It can only be a financial decision if you actually look from a real life human perspective and the support that people need medically. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So it'll be really interesting to find out actually what's happening in this meeting.
We also went and asked members of the public in Huddersfield what they felt about the proposals to close Huddersfield A&E.
Personally, I think it's disgusting. Throughout my lifetime, there's a lot of different occasions where I've had to use the A&E services myself. It's only been up the road, a 10-minute drive or whatever. Personally, at the moment, I don't live in the UK, so it doesn't affect me directly as much, but a lot of my family and friends, it affects them if they have any health troubles or anything like that. They can't get the attention that's needed as quickly as they would have been able to.
Excellent. What do you reckon could be the alternative?
Well, I don't think they should close it down because there's a large population in Huddersfield, and people don't want to trail 7 miles to A&E. Well, I think there could be people losing their lives because of it, because tragic consequences with not getting there on time.
Excellent.
Following the meeting, the decision has been made to take the proposals to a public consultation. Kyle Warwick reporting for Kirklees Local TV from Huddersfield Briar Court Hotel.
Hello, Sabrina.
Hello.
So tell me, what is your role in the university?
Well, I'm Vice President of Education at the Students' Union at the University of Huddersfield.
Right, okay. So the reason that we've asked you and we've invited you along today is to talk about the changes. How is it going to affect the students?
Well, there's 20,000 students at the University of Huddersfield,
Right.
and we've got so many sports clubs,
Yeah.
and we've always got members of our sports clubs getting rushed into A&E for like a various number of reasons. So I think it's going to be a massive effect on the on our students and the members of public.
And of course, there's the cost as well. I mean, to get up to Huddersfield Hospital as it is at the moment is relatively small bus and taxi.
Yeah.
But there's a cost implication as well, of course.
Yeah, there is definitely, and a lot of students like financially struggle to get through university as it is, especially with like the cuts in maintenance grants and everything else.
So tell me about the demonstration.
There was a demonstration at the Briar Court Hotel. So as a union, we did protest, and quite a bit of our students came along to show their support, which went really, really well. So hopefully we're really banking on the students' support in the next couple of weeks, because they have said there's a 12-week consultation. So
Right.
we will try doing as much as we can to push the message out and try getting as many students involved, because it's going to affect everyone, whether you're from Huddersfield, Leeds, Bradford. Obviously I'm from Halifax, and Halifax A&E gets really busy as it is.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I think it's a really important subject, so I do appreciate you taking the time and explaining from a student's point of view.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Our next broadcast will be available on Wednesday the 27th of January, when we will be talking to Jonathan Moxon of the Environment Agency all about flood prevention.
However large or small your business, attracting new customers requires dedication and a lot of patience. Just like fishing, but you also need the right gear.
Rods, reels, lines, hooks,
sinkers, lures, tackle box, tackle bag, net, bait, gas, gloves, clothes, pocket knife, lunch.
Or you could simply advertise with KLTV. Online, grow your business and your clientele. KLTV, your vision made reality. Should have gone to KLTV.